a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kakarot, bringing you a quick Dragon Ball Super episode 88 review. Now, this was a really good episode, and there's a lot of old school throwbacks for a Dragon Ball Super episode. So, we all know it's Gohan and Piccolo. Piccolo retraining Gohan. Starts off with that. Gohan, base form. Fighting Piccolo, just to see that's kind of your level now. That's where they want to go. Piccolo explains how he knows he fought in the Zen exhibition match. He even went back to Goku and asked him about it, which he obviously shows here, that he's itching for such an extreme challenge, and Piccolo is more than happy to join the team. And they were talking about Gohan and considering Gohan's original power that they're trying to bring back out. He should have been able to do better, but we know Gohan has been getting dumped on by whoever, so not as bad as Yamcha though. So we all know Piccolo is going to train him back to his old self, so we'll see if that is the outcome. So to get his fighting sense back. So Gohan knows he has to become even stronger, as he states it in this clip. Now, Gohan goes Super Saiyan. He's going all out on Piccolo. So it's go time, and Piccolo punches him in the stomach, and he wins that round. We have a quick comedy. It's kind of like, that's kind of the Dragon Ball Super. That's kind of the way Dragon Ball Super does things, and I kind of like that. You have kind of the serious parts. You know, the middle is kind of the comic relief, and then you end on a good note. They've done a really good job with that. So we have Trunks and Goten trying to figure out, I mean, the diaper, which has really, you know, the cloth side, it should really not be that hard to figure out, but they're pretty young. So, and they also, Beerus says he should just tell them that, hey, your universe is good. Beerus wants to tell everybody, so he sees everybody else having a good time and being all carefree, and Beerus is like, I should just go tell them, screw them. And Whis is like, you know what happens if you go and tell them. And then he sees like this vision of Bulma, you know, bitching him out because Bulma is super mean most of the time. So they have that vision of this is what would happen. Now Beerus could just destroy her for doing this, obviously, from the movie, but Battle of Gods. But no, so you see that. So Beerus is kind of just like, yeah, no need to tell her. Like I said in most of my reviews too, especially with the food scenes, Beerus and Whis are like hardcore growing on me. They're two characters, their chemistry, I'm really starting to freaking love Beerus and Whis now. I've been saying that for many episodes, so it just keeps building up. They're freaking awesome, y'all. Beerus and Whis are freaking awesome. So now we have Krillin and 18 having a nice little sparring match in the front yard. The neighbors think they're having like some domestic violence. It's pretty funny. Yeah, obviously we still know who's stronger. Despite Krillin's power boost, Krillin's up on his back, and 18 tells him the truth that you're still soft. You're still Krillin. So, moving on. Piccolo and Gohan are training again. Now this is about a good, minute or two of just Piccolo kind of giving him the all these like emotional like speeches and tips, and really good advice. So he's trying to really install the knowledge into him to get his fighting sense back, and he ends it before the intermission of don't worry, you can win, and then it just kind of just fades off into the intermission. So now we go to the last half of Kaba looking. Now this is kind of like they're doing their own thing now. They're doing their recruiting now in their universe, so it's kind of cool. Now this guy kind of comes off to me as like their Master Roshi. They have their Saiyans, they have Frost, looks like Frieza, they have their Saiyans. Now this is kind of their Master Roshi to me. That's just me though. So anyways, he's retired actually, so he doesn't really think he's much use, but he's still gonna try to recruit him. He even shows him his new power because he actually trained him. So he goes Super Saiyan, and he's astounded by his new power. That's incredible. So that's pretty cool. So he pretty much says, I can't be on your team. He has a bum leg. He's retired. He doesn't have what it takes to be trusted with something that big. Take my sister. Now this is where we meet. We kind of, depending on the spoilers you've seen, we know who this is. So let's see who this is. Now this is a female saying, brother, brother is Kappa, and he can go Super Saiyan now. Does this character look familiar? Have we seen this character in the spoilers of the universes in the past? Now, I know who this is. I don't really want to give spoilers. That's not what my channel does. But we know who this is, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm sure the comments will blow up with who this is, but leave it at that. Now, time for some more throwbacks. And we still have more throwbacks after this, and more throwbacks after this. I love this. This is a throwback. Now, we have Piccolo Gohan training. Now, do you remember this back in Dragon Ball Z? Because I do, and this is like, this can't be the same dinosaur, obviously. Come on. But this is the same kind of dinosaur, so it's kind of cool. He's watching them train like they did back in Dragon Ball Z. That's a cool throwback, but we're not done with throwbacks. So, Gohan is still losing to Piccolo. He wants to know, when did you get such power? Now, like, Gohan was off being beta as hell, furthering his education and stuff like that, being a family man. Piccolo's just like, what do you think I was doing? Do you think I was doing nothing while you were studying and researching? Piccolo's cool. He's never per se been the strongest. When he merged with Kami, he had his high points in the Android saga. He's never really been that, you could never really been at the top of the food chain for too long, but he's always trained regardless, which is why I always respected Piccolo. So, moving on, he chokes him out and then like kind of bursts him back to life. And then we see some throwback. He's letting him know that why he becomes arrogant in his fights, like with what he was fighting Majin Buu. He overestimates his power, and that's why he becomes arrogant, and that's his problem. So he even calls him out. Now, we've all been saying, actually, we just talked about this in my live stream today, before I even knew this episode existed. It was 2 hours before this episode existed. We're like, what happened? We're talking about Mystic Gohan, Ultimate Gohan. Now Piccolo comes up and says, Super Saiyan isn't your full power. Now I'm sitting here eating my Halo Top ice cream watching this episode, and I'm just like, I know what's coming. So as we see him, that power you used when you fought Buu. Now Super Saiyan, no, we're not going Super Saiyan. He has returned. Everybody wanted him to return. He is back. That's pretty cool, especially if you're a Gohan fan. He's so freaking powerful now, out of nowhere, that he just kind of turns around and he doesn't just block Piccolo's punch, he just chops his arm off. But he's soft like his father. Piccolo now has the ability to control his limbs. And he blasts Gohan in the back and says, I suppose letting your guard down comes from your father. Now, I love to defend Goku, but damn it, that freaking he does that a lot. Especially, the ring, the laser. I don't hate that. We're never going to talk about that resurrection. And another throwback. Tail stakes. Remember Gohan? Eventually he used to run away from the dinosaur, and then he eventually became so powerful out there on his own that he was actually kept chopping the tail to make stakes like they're doing right now. And he says, you're not going to have any tail left if you keep messing with me, or whatever he says to the dinosaur. I can't really remember, but he says something like that because he chops up his tail and the dinosaur has the little nub. So that's freaking cool that they're doing that. I mean, that's kind of animal cruelty now, but dinosaur, it's pretty funny. So that's this scene right here is a entire throwback to Dragon Ball Z. I freaking love it. I love when they do throwbacks to Dragon Ball Z, even original Dragon Ball. Pretty freaking cool. So now we know that the Tournament of Power comes along, Gohan's going to be even stronger. You might even see a new power-up, a new form. Super Saiyan Blue, I just got to put that to rest. I don't think that's what happened, but you should be able to go much further now. So Gohan should get another power-up here based on that scene. They're ever going to create some double team maneuvers or a combination, figuring that Piccolo's pretty much a father to Gohan, so they're going to do some kind of a cool combination in the Battle Royale. So now we had a huge boost ahead, and now we're only 9 hours and 30 minutes away, so we're getting damn close here, so we shall see. And it ends on Yamcha still waiting to remember Yamcha's plan, he's going to turn them down and then show up at the last second to be the hero. And he's still waiting for freaking Goku to come in. So Gohan and Yamcha were kind of down here. Gohan gets his power boost. We knew it was coming eventually. Yamcha just keeps getting pushed down farther. He's just poor Yamcha, man. Poor Yamcha. I still like him. I mean, he'd still whoop all our asses, okay? He's still human based, one of the strongest humans, 100% human blood. He's still like one of the strongest in the freaking world. Anyways, moving and that's pretty much the episode ends. Next week's episode 89 looks freaking sweet. It is a heavy Tien Master Roshi episode. Obviously they're getting recruited. Spoiler. We all knew this from like a month ago. So we see Tien, he's got some sweet ass dojo. We can even say this is like Dragon Ball Online because that's what he does. He starts up the Crane Hermit Dojo. He's got a bunch of bald monks in there fighting as well. And it's going to be a very heavy Tien episode. I like Tien. He's extremely underrated. He'd whoop Yamcha's ass now. Maybe even Krillin. So Tien, we'll see how strong he is now because he's obviously, Tien's that type of dude that's, you know, under Piccolo, but he's the type of guy that's may not have always been powerful, but, you know, he did beat, well, thanks to a passing car, he did beat Goku in the original tournament. Spoiler if you never see Dragon Ball. Tien is a freaking badass, and he always trains. He's not at the top of the food chain, not even in the middle, but he's always training, so he's always getting stronger. So hopefully Tien gets a huge power boost too. He deserves it. So that's it. Sorry if this was a little long, but this was a really cool throwback episode, and that's going to do it. I'll see you guys Monday. Jutsu Online 2, opening day, May 28th, Friday the 13th, launch day. We have a lot of good stuff coming up in the next month. As always, Dragon Ball Online, Xenoverse 2, whatever else you guys want to see, hit me up. We'll do it. So that's it. Peace out. Bye. Shampoo.
Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. Right. Bon par par. Bon par par. Bon par par. Bon par par.